Good morning, everyone. The delegation of Palm Beach Synagogue just landed from Poland here in Ben Gurion Airport. And the first thing you're greeted by when you arrive at Ben Gurion, the minute you come to the passport control machines that you get your ticket to enter into the country by putting your passport down, the first image that comes up on the screen is "Bring them home now." And it starts to flash pictures of the hostages that are still in captivity. And as you walk down this ramp, as you walk into the country, along the side you see pictures and names of all of the hostages in captivity. And thank God this is my 5th trip to Israel since October 7th. And the first time I came, there were 251 hostages. Then on each subsequent trip, there were less and less hostages. But even though now this is the lowest number, 59 hostages, that means 59 brothers and sisters who are still in captivity. And the minute you arrive, you remember, we're family. These are our brothers and sisters that are still in captivity. Israel is our home, and this is the home of the Jewish people, and these are our family members. As a matter of fact, we're arriving today on Rosh Chodesh Iyar, the first day of the month of Iyar. The letters Iyar, Aleph, Yud, Yud, Reish stand for Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, the 3 patriarchs, and Rachel, Mother Rachel, representing the matriarchs. And therefore this is the month that reminds us that we're family, we come from the same parents. Furthermore, the name, the land of Israel, Yisrael, Eretz Yisrael, the word Yisrael stands for the 3 patriarchs and the 4 matriarchs. The Yud stands for Yaakov and Yitzchak, the Shin stands for Sarah, the Reish stands for Rachel and Rivka, the Aleph stands for Avraham, and the Lamed stands for Leah. And so every step in this country, you're reminded that we're family. And that's the beauty of coming to Israel. Everyone loves going home, where you see your family. And that's why the land of Israel is the only country that there's the law of return, that any Jew around the world is entitled to citizenship. We just left Poland. Tragically, the millions of Jews that were murdered in Poland weren't able to board a flight and come to the land of Israel, tragically. But after 1948, any Jew from around the world that needs a place can come to the land of Israel. And if God forbid they can't get there by themselves, as we've seen time and again, Israel sends planes to bring them home, like after the war in Ukraine broke out, and many Ethiopian Jews, Russian Jews, because we are family and we always bring our family home, and in your home, you're always welcome. There's a famous philanthropist in New York City. His name is George Rohr. And George Rohr conducts a beginner service in KJ, Kilat Jeshurun Synagogue in New York City. And one time before Rosh Hashanah, he came to the Lubavitcher Rebbe for a blessing and for the new year. And he told the Rebbe that I'm going to be conducting a beginner service tomorrow on Rosh Hashanah at the synagogue KJ for Jews who don't have a Jewish background. The Rebbe looked at him very seriously and said, "What do you mean, Jews who don't have a Jewish background? Every Jew is a child of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. And therefore there's no such thing as a Jew without a Jewish background." And George Rohr says that until this day, and now it's been 30 years since the Rebbe passed, he begins every high holiday service of Yom Kippur before Kol Nidre by standing up in front of his beginner service and saying, "I have a message for each and every one of you from the Lubavitcher Rebbe. And he wanted me to tell you that you are all grandchildren of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. There's no place that you feel that more, that warmth, that love that you feel when you come home, the joy of being amongst family, than being in the land of Israel. And especially when you just arrived from 5 days in Poland, where you felt the hatred and the anti-Semitism of history, the enmity and the evil perpetrated against the Jewish people, to feel the warm, loving embrace of your family and look around in the face of every fellow Jew and say, "These are my brothers and sisters." And that's why when you arrive in the airport, the first thing that greets you is the faces of the 59 brothers and sisters of ours that are tragically still being held after 16 months in captivity in Gaza. And therefore, we have to do everything in our power constantly to make sure that everyone, last one of them, comes home now. Have a wonderful day and a Chodesh Tov.